Side for Harris on the wing. 2 dribbles behind the back, crossover into the lane, hangs and scores off the window. And they get 5 in a row. Degman trying to make it 6. You bet. 3-2 in the half court. O'Neal for 3. Carroll for 3. Face of Bertali up and in. Another chance. Up top. 3-pointer. Tipped away from Ferenc. Lobbed ahead for Gibbons. Count the bucket and the foul. Silva attracting a lot of attention. Gets it back. 3 straight away, up and in. Skip pass back to the corner. Sanasuoso, high arcing 3, up and in. Trying to bring Holfisher into the paint. Does so. Fade away, up and in, and the foul. Gotta hurry here. 2 seconds. 35-footer up and in. Harris off the crossover. Sets up a 3 from Dunning, who knocks down his second from 3-point land. Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Manchester. Nick Anastas with you from Trinity High School as we get set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. It's Trinity and Memorial, a rematch from earlier this month, and a late season, typical February snowstorm raging outside, but inside, lathered up. And just minutes away from the opening tip in what promises to be an up-and-down game between 2 teams that can get out and score. Trinity 8-2 under second-year head coach Keith Bike. He's got a young squad led by a senior in Royce Williams. And frankly, this group fearless, confident, and pretty well-rounded as well. We'll see obviously what unfolds next month, but this Trinity team has made some noise at least most of the season. And on the other side, for Memorial, also a young team, just 1 senior on the roster for head coach Danny Bryson. We saw Memorial in action back on Friday night on their home floor. A double-digit loss against Bedford, so Memorial trying to get back on the winning track. Trinity trying to keep a win streak alive that is now stretched to 3 games. And the Pioneers also looking for the season series sweep after beating Memorial back on February the 12th, 64-47. The aforementioned Royce Williams, 20 points in that one for Trinity. While the Crusaders in defeat were led by junior guard Brennan Beelan and junior guard Johnny Rumraj, who each had 13 points. This game tonight was originally scheduled for February the 9th. And of course we had weather on that night, so a rescheduled game played here tonight at Trinity High School. And well, again, limited capacity, unfortunately. Only a certain amount of tickets provided per home player. No Memorial fans allowed tonight, in limited media here as well. We'll bring you the game from a unique baseline angle here, one of the old school auditorium stages. It is still in play here, a rarity in New Hampshire, but I gotta say, the Trinity Gym, one of my favorite places to play as a youngster. You get kind of a high rafter feel. Until recently, you had another balcony in the back across from where I'm sitting here on baseline number 1, but they've closed that off, as you can see. They've paid homage to some of the high school athletes that have come here through Trinity over the years that have made the professional ranks. And, well, just not quite the same, obviously, without the fans, but still, the temperatures always run to seem a little warmer inside here, no matter what's going on outside. It's a shooter's gym here for sure as these two teams continue to try to get ready. Our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week is presented by Beals Insurance. Locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. So call Steve, 603-471-9999, or visit BealsInsurance.com. And if you have not done so already, please hit the subscribe button. Help us build that base. We're on YouTube at FNLNH Media, short for Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Again, FNLNH Media on YouTube. And we'd appreciate the subscription. Hit the notification bell as well for all the upcoming game alerts. And we'll be back this week to help close out the regular season. Hopefully, we'll be in Nashua on Friday night. We may be in Wyndham Thursday. Perhaps we'll pop up on the Seacoast. You never know. But again, the latest way to stay involved, stay informed, is to go to the source. And that, again, is our YouTube channel, FNLNH Media. All right, two head coaches familiar with one another. Keith Bike, as I mentioned here at Trinity, now in his second year, took over for Jim Mignault. And Danny Bryson went across town a few years back, went from Manchester West to Manchester Memorial, and getting ready to get it going here in Manchester. I mentioned a little bit of snow outside. The roads were a little slippery, but everybody's safe and sound now, and again ready to play as we get our first look here at Friday Night Lights New Hampshire at Trinity this season. Again, we saw the Crusaders Friday night. The Pioneers 8-2 and have won 3 in a row, including back-to-back wins over Manchester West late last week. I mentioned both teams very young. The Crusaders really junior heavy. 8 juniors on the squad, a handful of sophomores as well. Trinity, they've got some seniors. It starts with Royce Williams. As we mentioned, from a scoring perspective, there are a number of upperclassmen and seniors, but a number of freshmen on the roster as well. So really a diverse group for Coach Bike. All right, Memorial. Talked a little bit about Brennan Beelan. He's a three-point threat. Hit 4 threes in the loss against Bedford. Ended up with a team-high 12 points. Back on Friday night, he'll be a threat from deep and is expected to handle the ball a lot tonight. Johnny Roomraj got going against Trinity last week in the loss. 13 points for Roomraj, who can do a little bit of everything for this group. Kenray Amadero is another junior guard who will play the wing. Pretty good on the ball defender as well. Then the two bigs down low. Abdallah Rumrati nearly came up with 10 rebounds Friday night. I liked his hustle. He was a presence on both ends of the floor. And then in the middle, the 6'4" Troy Jutras is a junior space eater who would like to stay on the floor. Got into some foul trouble in that loss to the Bulldogs. All right, there we get a look at Royce Williams, the senior, and Lewis Rosenthal, Williams' classmate, another senior, will join him in the backcourt. And then their big Ryan Stoltz, another of these seniors. Not a real big, not a real long team, but certainly hard-nosed enough. All right, we'll step aside for the national anthem. right, ready to roll here in Manchester. Nick Anastas with you, our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Two teams very familiar over the years, got a growing rivalry. Two of four high schools in Manchester. Again, masks on during the game and no jump ball. Crusaders, the visitors, will have the first crack here. They'll have trouble getting it in. Finally, it's Jutras who hands back to the point guard, Beelan, and we are underway here at Trinity. Pioneers opening up in a man-to-man. Abdullah harassed by Williams, poke loose and a steal. Williams to the rim is hit and will shoot two. Well, those quick hands. Looked like Williams jumped out on the switch and the guard ended up on the big man, Ramadi, and poked it away. And then he was off and away, off to the races. Williams to the line after drawing the first foul on Ramadi. Just 16 seconds in here. Free throw won't work. Williams again, 20 points in the Pioneer win. Back on December the 12th. Ended up being a 17-point difference. 1 for 2 trip. He's got the game's first point. Trinity on the board first. A little bit of extended pressure. Going to be handled by Amarato. Drive and kick. Ramadi backdoor trying to feed the big man Jutras. Back to Ramadi in the lane. Right hand finish. Little give and go. Ramadi, first two for the Crusaders' first lead on the board here. 2-1. All right, Memorial. So a little bit of zone, a little bit of man. In that loss against Bedford on Friday, they open up here in a loose man-to-man. Drive and kick, sets up an open look. Three-pointer won't work for senior Nathan Meeker. Crusaders have the board. They go up the floor, and there's the layup. Well, Ramadi beat everybody down the floor there. Big man hustling. Rewarded with a gift at the iron. It's 4-1 Crusaders. Well, you hear the defensive chant. That's the Memorial bench. As Rosenthal fires an open look. Three-pointer too strong. Rebound here for Rumraj. Memorial off to a good start here. First minute and a half in. They've got the ball up 4-1. Rumraj, Beelan, look at the rim. Floater from the elbow, a little short. He's got his own miss, though. Back out, finds Rumraj on the wing. High arcing three. Too strong off the back rim. Rebound, Williams wants to push for Trinity, now pauses. And has Meeker on the opposite wing. Pioneers looking for their first field goal 2 minutes in. To his right, Meeker draws a foul. Took a reach here on Beeland. That's the junior's first second team foul. Or do we see shots here? I don't think so. Looked like Rosenthal was positioning himself at the free throw line there, but the officials get it right. And another quick three. It's Tyler Bike, the freshman. No, Williams to follow. Got jammed up under the backboard, and finally Jutras able to wrestle it away from Memorial. Full court press now by the Pioneers. Beeland, pretty good with both hands into the front court. Shot out here by Meeker. Crusaders trying to add to this 4-1 lead. Inside, Jutras got the little man on him, and he draws a foul on the freshman Bike. It'll be the first Pioneer foul. Well, Jutras trying to carve out some position down low and did a good job. On the catch, does draw the shooting foul, so we'll shoot two. Perfect. Troy Jutras. I mentioned foul trouble on Friday night. Ended up fouling out against the Bulldogs. Goes 1 for 2. 5-1 though, Crusaders. Pioneers not scored since first 16 seconds of the game. Rosenthal, Bike, Hands to Williams. Three-pointer in rhythm. Too strong. And a skying rebound there for Jutras. Crusaders with a size advantage tonight. So far, that's panned out on the glass. Going to stretch out this 5-1 lead. Scored 5 in a row. Here's Rumraj. He's shadowed by Bike. A lot of movement here off the ball. Good job by the Pioneers, but the Crusaders eventually cracked the safe. On the back door, Rumraj with the layup. Good patience by the Crusaders. They've scored 7 straight, and they're up 7-1. Back door. Inside out, three-point look from the corner. Won't go for the lefty Bike. And Amadero able to get their first on the glass for Memorial. Nearly midway through first quarter. Beelan to the rim, draws the foul. Well, the officials got to give Beelan 2 shots here. Felt like he was going up when he was hit, so gets a friendly roll, and now 8 straight from Memorial. Beelan 2 for 2. And now a little bit of a zone press look here. 2-1-2. Trinity, a little bit of pause. Bike into the front court, skips it. Near side, this is Meeker. And then the back door. Beautiful finish. That's Bike. Got it in traffic. And Trinity needed that one. They get it at the midway point first half. Their first field goal puts an end to a 9-0 Memorial run. Drive and kick. Williams chased it out of bounds. It'll stay here. First sub either way. Pioneers bring on Connor Herman, the sophomore forward, and replace Rosenthal. So a little bit of a bigger look. Meanwhile, Jutras inside. Got blocked on the way up. Stoltz got a piece of the basketball. Meanwhile, Bike going to pull it out. Give and go. Bike now baseline drive. Hangs, leaves it for Williams in the lane, but he's off target with the right-hand layup. Rumraj able to wrestle it away and then draw the foul on Williams. A reach in from behind. It's going to go against a senior. It's team foul number 3 against the home team. And just the first on Williams. Rumraj looking to attack the man-to-man with the dribble. Crossover. Jammed up in the lane. Ball loose. Rumraj stays with it. Down low to Jutras. No. Second try wouldn't work either for Rumrati. 2 good looks for Memorial that won't fall. Trinity catches a break. They find Williams open in the corner, and that 3 is up and in. First bucket for Williams. Hit a free throw earlier. And now just a 1-possession difference here, as the last 5 have gone the Pioneers' way. Inside of 3 minutes first quarter, still 9-6 Memorial. Beeland trying to find a ball screen, lobs it over the top. Jutras slapped it, or had it slapped away from behind, out of bounds. Last touch by Meeker, who did get that right hand on it as he collapsed down from the guard spot. Meanwhile, Amadero checks out for Memorial. Beeland off the inbound pass, fires a long 3. It's an air ball. Williams the other way. Crusaders have come on with sophomore Isaiah Fisher. Long 6'2". Meanwhile, 3 up and in. It's Ryan Stoltz. The senior leaves the hand up in the air. And now a timeout has been called by Memorial. So Trinity scored the first point of the game just 16 seconds in. Memorial responded over the next 4 minutes by scoring 9 unanswered points, while Trinity has flipped the script. 8 unanswered over the last minute and a half to tie this game at 9. They say basketball is a game of runs, and that's ringing true here, at least through the first 5.5 minutes of this one. Final week of the regular season. These two teams may see each other in the D1 tournament. We'll get to that a little bit later in the broadcast, but let's just say they're on the same side of the bracket. As we know, the bracket pre-released last week ahead of the conclusion of the regular season, which is obviously unusual, but then again, it's been an unusual season dealing with COVID-19 and everything that comes with it. Down the lane, Rumraj got the step out of the timeout, but had it poked loose. Trinity wants to run. Williams into the corner, now the baseline step. Trailer is Bike. Bike, a ball fake. Lefty got a pretty good look there. Wouldn't go from the free throw line. Kept alive by Williams. Now Meeker into the lane. Finds Bike. Ball fake again. Back into the lane, and there's Herman on the layup. Unselfishness. Everybody getting a touch there, and Trinity keeping their run going here. 10 unanswered. Got their first lead since 1-0 here. Inside of 2 minutes to go. First quarter, here's Beeland. Two-man game with Jutras. Nowhere to go. Good defense. Coach Bike coaching up the Pioneers from the sideline. Meanwhile, Fisher driving kick. Rumraj ready in the corner. That three is up and in. Johnny Rumraj, game's high man now with 5. Comes from a basketball family. Got the Crusaders back in front. Meanwhile, entry pass tipped away, stolen. It was Fisher who got a hand on it. Now Beeland spins into the front court, throws it underneath. It's broken up. And last touch by Connor Herman. It'll stay with Memorial as Coach Bryson goes back to the bench. Rumraj, Jutras out after a very brief spell. Kenry Amadero is back on. And we get our first look at Mateo Ansick, the sophomore for Memorial. Meanwhile, a 5-second violation is called on the inbound. Excellent defense there out of that man-to-man by the Pioneers to force the turnover. Not seen many turnovers, just the second so far for Memorial. Final minute, first quarter. Pioneers looking to recapture the lead. They trail 12-11. Three-pointer up and in. It's Bike. No, it's Meeker. Excuse me. Nathan Meeker, the senior, given room, and he makes the defense pay. Trinity also sets up the press. Ansick into the front court. Now drops it back for Amadero, and Memorial will reset here with 40 seconds. Beeland hounded by Williams. Crossover, down the lane, fade away, and a foul on the floor. Coach Bike not happy. Now that's Mr. Greenwich blowing the whistle. He's not going to take any guff. Been in the game for decades here. Always got that long sleeve under the short sleeve stripe referee shirt. Now his son Dave Greenwich is a very good player in the Manchester area. Played for Londonderry High. Meanwhile, the other way. Bike goes coast to coast. Freshman got some wheels there. Able to beat everybody down the floor with the dribble. Gets the layup, his second field goal. And now it's a 4-point Trinity lead, their largest of this first quarter, down to the final 15 seconds. Drive and kick, Fisher for Ansick, back up top for the sophomore Fisher. Trying to shake off Bike into the lane. Bike just took it away from him with the left hand and then draws the foul. That's an excellent defensive play by the freshman who got his left hand in there and just ripped the ball out. Back-to-back turnovers by Memorial. And now the last shot should belong to the Pioneers with 4 seconds. Meeker trying to make people miss. Into the corner, Rosenthal up top, three-point look. Won't work for Ryan Stultz. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Trinity a slow start, but they've scored 15 of their 16 points over the final 4 minutes. Will Memorial respond? We find out in just a moment. Right back here to Trinity High on the Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. broadcast today, as it usually is brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. So call Steve at 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com. Back here in Manchester, Trinity with a 16-12 lead over Memorial on our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Nick and Astis with you on a snowy Monday night, final week of the regular season. A rematch between these two teams who met earlier this month. A game won by Trinity by double figures. Game of runs in that first quarter. Memorial scored 9 in a row, held a 9-1 lead about midway through the quarter. Trinity responded with 8 in a row. And we've got a 4-point lead after one. Good look there for Royce Williams. The three won't go down. And a rebound of Memorial. They've done a good job, by and large, on the glass so far in this first half. Meanwhile, the defense has been suffocating. Another steal for Williams. Across the lane for Bike. Layup, no. Williams' follow, yes. Boy, this team plays at 100 miles an hour. Williams hustling there on the backside. And he's got now the game's high total with 6 points. The lead is 6, which is also the largest lead for Trinity. Memorial responds inside with the big man Jutras, stripped on his way up. Taken away by Herman, up the floor for Bike, lobs it for Williams, and there's the alley-oop finish. Boy, a terrifying transition series there. Williams now feasting with 8. And I believe the ball was slapped away after the bucket. Coach Bryson, a quick word with the official, Mr. Greenwich. Minute in, second quarter. Memorial trying to figure out this defense here as the Pioneers have forced 3 straight turnovers. Beelan for 3. No good, and Williams carries down the rebound. Took it away from his teammate, George Asul, who was just checked in for the first time. Skip pass, three-pointer in the corner. Rosenthal, too strong. Beelan and Herman battling. Herman keeps it alive, but it ends up with the Crusaders. Rumraj up the floor. This is Fisher. Thought about the 3, and then throws the ball away. Tried to skip it across the floor for Amadero, who could not quite catch up to it. And the turnover bug biting right now. Memorial had only turned it over once, by my count, through the first 7 minutes of the game. But the wheels have come off over the last 4 possessions, 4 straight giveaways, and that leads to a timeout by Coach Bryson, who wants to talk it over. Nearly 2 minutes in, second quarter. Nick and Astis with you. Again, final week of the regular season. Our tournament coverage will begin next week, and everybody excited to get the tournament back. It was canceled after the quarterfinal round was set a year ago. And again, a little different feel this time. The brackets prearranged. Season was shortened. And, well, depending on the school, you get a different amount of games played. So everything unusual this season, to say the least. This one slapped away. The officials aren't quite sure here who touched it last. And we'll conference about it. Coach Bike with something to say at the Trinity bench. Now, this is good officiating when one guy sees one thing from a different angle. Communication becomes key. And the officials do hand it to Memorial in the end after a brief conference. That allows Trinity to set up the full court press, which has given Memorial some pause here. Big man Jutras has to come up to break it and now put it on deck. Jutras inside, across the lane, and there's the finish. Romani now with 6. All 3 of his makes have been right near the iron. That one important for Memorial, trying to settle down here. It's back to a 2-possession difference at 20-14. Three-pointer up and in, it's Bike. Boy, the freshman plays like a senior. Been very aggressive, and his 7 points now the game high. Lead at 8 for the first time. 2.5 in second quarter. Again, the Crusaders in search of a response. Rumraj for 3. In and out, no good. Williams, another rebound for Trinity. Got 5 here in the early going to go with 6 points. In trouble in the corner, throws it away, though. Rumraj the steal. Baseline move, a little short on the layup. And Asul comes down with a rebound, and a foul is committed by Beelan at midcourt as he runs into Meeker. Well, I said Williams had 6. I lied. He has 8, and that is a game high. And he does have 5 rebounds unofficially. So on his way already to a double-double. Still 5 minutes to go here in this first half. More importantly, Pioneers looking for their first double-digit lead of the game. They trailed early by 8. Right around this time back in the first quarter. Here's Williams. Wants to go at Amadero. Brings him left side. Jutras comes out on the hedge. Drive and kick. Frees up Stoltz. Three-pointer up and in. His second from deep. Excellent ball movement. Stoltz ready with the trigger. And the lead now double digits for the first time. Trinity by 11. It's been a man-to-man look defensively that has been ruthless. Good layup there, though. An attacking move by Kenry Amadero, his first 2. And the junior took it right into the teeth of the defense there to bring it back to 9. 25-16. Meanwhile, Bike, lefty 3, up and in. Tyler Bike with 10. Again, given room from that same spot on the wing where he hit a 3 a moment ago. Meanwhile, somebody's mask may have flown off. Or broke. I think Coach Bike's mask may have broke. And he asked for timeout. Or no, it was Connor Williams' mask that needed to be replaced. So the official right on it. And we got a pause here just inside of the midway point, second quarter. A 12-point lead on the board for Trinity. Took the Pioneers nearly midway through the first quarter to get their first field goal. At that point, Memorial had a 9-1 lead on the board, but it's been all Trinity since. A 27-7 run over the last 8 minutes or so of game time. Pioneers 8-2. On the air, 3 straight wins. Played a lot of geographical rivals, including Manchester West, Manchester Central. And 1 win already over Memorial last week. Broke? His mask broke? Oh, okay. So Williams Trinity charged a timeout so Williams could pull his mask up, is the explanation I just got from Mr. Greenwich. So there it is. Obviously a new wrinkle here. Everybody learning how to play with masks on, which I still marvel at. Meanwhile, a foul here on the baseline. Goes against, I think, Meeker. Yep, his second. And the team's 5th team foul. Meanwhile, Bike going to get a rest. Well deserved. First man at 10 points. And I imagine he won't sit for long there behind Coach Bike. Rumraj. Memorial. They brought on a new player, Wuar Akul, the only senior on the roster, getting some burn here. He didn't play Friday night. Their last time out against Bedford. This one tipped around. Jutras keeps it alive. Extra pass sets up a Cool, too strong. Rebound to Zach Brunette, who was also just checked in for Memorial for the first time. Lid on the basket, though. Won't work for anybody. Couple of good shot attempts there in that sequence. Just won't go down. Trinity keeps their 12-point lead. We move inside of 3 minutes. Pioneer's going to throw this away. Now just the third turnover for Trinity, as that one sailed over the head of the intended target, Connor Herman. High screen and roll. Rumraj has touched the ball a lot in this first half, and he fires a three on a step back. Nothing but net there. Johnny Rumraj shouldering the Memorial offense, 8 of the 19, the team's high. And it's back within 9 again at 28-19. Timely bucket. Three-pointer. Too strong from the corner for Rosenthal. A clean look. Rebound goes to Rumraj. And he had his pocket pick. Williams just too quick. Goes around him to the hole. Right-hand scooper is good. Williams now with 10. He's got 3 steals. Go with 5 rebounds. Not a bad first half for the senior. Final 2 minutes until the half. Jutras dumps it low. Quick shot won't work. Second try for a cool. Had it rejected. Loose ball at midcourt. Rumraj fires a straightaway 3 and knocks it down yet again. That's his 3rd from deep in this first half. And Memorial rewarded there for their diligence on the offensive glass. Won't get it here. Herman then throws it away on the baseline. Jutras stuck out his big left paw to take it away. Minute and a half to go. Memorial threatening to make this a 2-possession game. Instead, Williams comes up with his 4th steal. And then he's hit from behind by Jutras. It's going to be an intentional foul. Clear path to the basket there for the senior. And Jutras wrapped his arms around him, which is a by-the-book intentional foul. And that's going to send Royce Williams to the free throw line with 1:24 to go here in this second quarter. First one good. He's now 2 for 3 at the stripe. Meanwhile, more subs coming for Coach Bryson as Williams can't hit the second. All right, Fisher back on. Amadero back on. Dominic Lejour, another junior, checking in for the first time, also onto the floor for Memorial. Trinity returns with Bike as well. Backdoor Williams, no, but a foul. Took the body from Amadero. Good entry by Stoltz. And a good cut through the paint there by Williams. Amadero's first. And Memorial now up against the team foul limit with 6. Minute 18 to go here, first half. Williams, that one rattled in and out. He's 2 for 5 now at the stripe. 11 points in this first half. The game's high man. Had 20 in the win back on February the 12th over Memorial. This one will roll. Got the friendly spin there. Got a dozen. And he's going to come off the floor for the first time as Coach Bike going to rest his superstar here for the final minute 18. 32-22. Trinity again by 10. They've led by as many as 12. Fisher into the lane, in attack mode, the sophomore. Pretty good look, wouldn't go off the back iron. Trinity doing a good job on the defensive glass. Final minute, first half. Chance to match their largest lead from a moment ago here. Instead, Fisher breaks up a pass in the corner. Somebody was out of bounds. It was Trinity's Connor Herman. May have stepped on the line, so a good job by Fisher to force the turnover. .45 seconds. Crusaders trying to make it a single-digit game at halftime. Brunette, Lejour down to 30 seconds. Lejour given room by Stoltz. Looks for Amarato. Pass broken up top. Herman slapped it away. Quickly up the floor. Herman. No. Stoltz the follow. No. Herman stays with it. Pushed into the baseline. Pushed to the floor. And a foul is called on Fisher. A good hustle collectively there by the Pioneers. Staying with the miss. Both teams have got harder on the glass. Hard in the paint, so to speak, in this first half. And Herman's going to get himself to the line for a 1-and-1 here, after Fisher was hit with his second. Free throw short. Rebound. Amarato. Final 10 seconds. Lejour to the cup, and he draws the foul. Well, Alex Mokajian, who just checked in, gives the foul for Trinity, trying to stop that layup. Comes with just 7 seconds to go here in the first half, coming up at halftime. A look around the league, a busy Monday night. Final week of the regular season kicking off tonight. We get some scores to report. We'll also take a look at some of the first half stats, as well as get you ready for that third quarter coming up in just a moment at halftime. Meanwhile, good job staying with it. Lejour, a 1-for-2 trip, and then a second chance bucket works for Ramadi. Final second attempt there won't fall for Trinity, but still a good first half for Coach Bike and the Pioneers. They've got a 7-point lead on the board, 32-25. At one point went on a 27-7 run, and led by as many as a dozen in that first half. They were led by the senior Royce Williams. He's got 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals, 4 steals unofficially. And it's just been a demon so far for Trinity. 32-25. Coming up, a look around the NHIAA scoreboard, and then I'll tally up some more numbers for you from that first half as well. You are watching the Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Back to Manchester in just a moment. Manchester Trinity enjoying a 32-25 lead over Manchester Memorial in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Good first half, a game of runs, at least early on. Memorial fell down 1-0 in the opening seconds, then scored 9 in a row to take a 9-1 lead about midway through that first quarter, and that's when Trinity came alive. They scored the next 10 points, all part of a 27-7 run that put them ahead at one point by as many as 12. A late second quarter push, though, by the Crusaders has cut into this gap And here we are, a 7-point difference at 32-25. Trinity looking for their second win over Memorial this month after beating the Crusaders back on February the 12th by a final score of 64-47. Royce Williams, as good as advertised in that first half, the Pioneer senior with 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 steals, according to my count. Could be on pace for an unofficial triple-double here, but really looked good on the defensive end, looked good in transition, and is a threat from the three-point line, especially from what seems like his favorite spot, that corner. Had help from his backcourt mate, freshman Tyler Bike, who had 10 points, including a couple of three-pointers of his own and some excellent defensive plays of his own. Meanwhile, Memorial carried at times by Johnny Rumraj in that first half. The junior, 11 points at team high, had help inside from sophomore Abdallah Ramadi, who ended up with 8 points, all 4 field goals coming in the paint. 32-25 Trinity. And here's a look around the horn as well. Final week of the regular season, as Portsmouth has beaten Spalding tonight 48-43. That game has already gone final. Red Raiders give it an effort, but in the end it's the Clippers who prevail again by 5, 48-43. Some of the lower divisions tonight, Bishop Brady with an 11-point lead at the start of the fourth quarter over Bow. That game 52-41 Brady. A cross-divisional matchup between Timberland and Oyster River through one quarter. Owls lead at 11-10. And Sanborn, big win over Pelham earlier tonight, 74-58. Again, that Portsmouth-Spalding matchup was the only other matchup tonight featuring 2 Division I teams. Meanwhile, good play off the inbound. It leads to a layup for Rumraj. And Memorial kicks off the second half in good form. They're within 5. Rumraj now with 13, the game's high man. Drive and kick. Stoltz extra pass. Bike now down the lane. Left-hander won't go off the glass. And Romani keeps the rebound high for Memorial. Amadaro wants to run. He goes. There's contact, but no whistle. Layup comes up a little bit short. Good defensive play by Rosenthal, and now Williams has it for Trinity in the front court. Pioneers trying to slow it down. Memorial goes back to a zone here. Played a lot of zone in that first half. They're in a 3-2 right now. Rosenthal catching fire. Three-pointer short. Rebound up the side of the iron. Goes to Jutras. By the way, I mentioned these teams may see each other again in the tournament. Well, the way it works this year, 4 regions based on geography. In Division I, regions 1, 2, 3, and 4. These 2 teams would meet potentially in the preliminary round of Region 2. That's if Trinity is able to do away with Concord in the play-in round. Memorial would be waiting for them. Meanwhile, three-pointer Rosenthal, nothing but net. His first field goal of the game. Back to an 8-point bulge at 35-27. Meanwhile, Rumraj over to Beelan. Beelan lobs it inside, and Williams another steal over the top. His 5th takeaway. Been everywhere on defense. Meanwhile, Bike is open. Backdoor, left-hand layup. Well, they forgot about the freshman. He makes them pay over the shoulder. 10-point lead again. Amadero, the trailer. Romani can't get that one. Stoltz, a good box out and a rebound for Trinity. Pioneers looking to match their largest lead from the first half of 12, maybe 13. Yes, sir. It's Williams from deep. Royce feeling it, 15 points now. The lead at 13, 40-27. Rumraj going to slow it down here for Memorial, shadowed by Bike. As he goes to the right hand, now Amadero in the corner. Memorial needing an answer. Jutras up top. It's an 8-0 run by Trinity. Jutras over the top of Stoltz, can't get it off the glass. Memorial taking good shots in this one. Coach Bryson can't complain there, but just wouldn't work that time for the big 6'4" center. Meanwhile, this one turned over. Trinity just 4 giveaways by my count in that first half, but some miscommunication there. It leads to the ball being thrown out of bounds and now back over to Memorial. 3 minutes in, third quarter. Pioneers threatening here to really put this one out of reach. Memorial has surrendered 8 straight points, trying to end that drought here. Amadero shakes and bakes into the front court. The defender Rosenthal right on his hip. Rumraj inside. Williams from behind, another steal. And what do we have here? A foul from behind against Memorial. I think it's on Rumraj. Well, 6 steals for Royce Williams. We want to talk about impacting both ends of the floor. He's the game's high scorer with 15 points. And again, 6 steals. A number of those have been of the help varieties, come from the weak side. It's come from the blind spot. And he's lightning quick. Pioneers threatening to stretch this to a 15-point gap, and they will. Bike. How about that foot speed for the freshman? Goes right to the 10. And the lead once again, or is that 15 for the first time here? And now 10 unanswered by the Crusaders, and Memorial throws it away. Well, again, 2 players not on the same page on that skip pass. Ten turnovers in this one for Coach Bryson's Crusaders. Coming up at the midway point, third quarter. Williams off the double screen. Good look at the 3. Won't go from the wing. Rumraj the rebound. Up the floor for Beelan. Beelan to the 10. Too strong. Offensive rebound. Lejoro just checked in. And now Amadero going to pull it out. Beelan. Got Williams on him. Goes by Williams. Goes into the paint and gets this one to drop. Well, Beelan, his first field goal. Hasn't looked to shoot much. Drive and kick. Williams sets up Stoltz. 3-pointer won't go. Beelan the rebound in the lane for Memorial. Crusaders down 13 inside of 4 minutes here, third quarter. Trinity, they've been in a man-to-man all night. Rumraj the miss. Amadero, second try, no. Third try, Rumraj layup won't go. Left it a little bit short. And Stoltz, another rebound for Trinity. He's done a good job on the glass. Final 3 minutes. Third quarter. Skipped, ready to fire. Rosenthal up and in. Gets a little tap on the back after the make from Coach Bike. 6 points, both on 3-pointers. 2 field goals for the senior. The lead at 16 for the first time at 45-29. Rumraj looking for an answer. 3. Halfway down, pops out. Been the story as of late from Memorial. Meanwhile, Trinity the other way. Rosenthal, extra pass. This is Meeker. Drive and kick. Rosenthal ready to fire. 3, no. Stoltz, second try, no. Lejour trying to keep it alive. It's saved to Stoltz. Leans into a right-hand shot, won't work. And finally, Rumraj able to snatch the rebound and clear the glass for Memorial. A few good looks there for the Pioneer big, Ryan Stoltz. Timeout, Memorial. Want to talk it over with 2:16 to go here in this third quarter. Pioneers have opened up their largest lead of the night at 45-29. Nick Anastas with you. Our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week is presented by Beals Insurance. Locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Call Steve at 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com. Well, again, Memorial got off to about as good of a start as Coach Danny Bryson could have hoped for. They led 9-1 about midway through the first quarter. At that point, Trinity turned it on. went on a 27-7 run, led by as many as 12 in the first half. Memorial able to come back and clip that lead to 7. At the break, they scored the first 2 of the third quarter to trim the lead to 5, but since then, again, the Pioneers, another monster run. A 13-2 run, if my math is right, and it usually is. A 13-2 run since the first basket of this third quarter was scored by Memorial. The story has been Royce Williams, 15 points, got 5 boards and 6 steals. Played most of the way for Coach Bike and remains on the floor here. Tyler Bike has been almost just as good, 14 points for the freshman. So that backcourt duo combining for 29 of Trinity's 45 points here so far. Still 2:16 to go, third quarter. Pioneers looking for their 4th straight win and 9th of the season. Memorial hoping to avenge a loss to Trinity last week. Meanwhile, a foul is called, an offensive foul on Jutras. The big man not happy. Get him for a moving screen on the baseline. His second foul, just the second team foul by Memorial here in this second half. Only the second foul overall since halftime. Trinity yet to commit a foul in this third quarter. Zone look, a 3-2 look from Coach Bryson. Williams for 3. In and out, no. Offensive rebound, a cool. Back to Williams. Back to the rim. Layup short. This one tipped out. Williams trying to stay with it. It's eventually wrestled away by Brunette, who just checked back in for Memorial. Good stop there by the Crusaders. Isaiah Fisher back on. The long sophomore goes down the lane. Had it stripped by Williams. The steal goes to Bike, and then it's kicked out of bounds by Beelan. Good job with the left foot there to break up the bounce pass and prevent what could have been a layup. Both teams have gone hard. It's been a fun game to watch. Trinity in control most of the way. Their 16-point lead here is their largest. Williams for 3. Too strong out of the corner. Lejeune, a nice weak side rebound for the Crusaders. And another stop by Memorial. Final minute 15, third quarter. Jutras slips down the lane and lays it in with the left hand. Good feed by Beelan. On a little pick and slip there. Jutras, that's his first field goal of the game. Now has 3 points. Bike, little fadeaway, no. Williams snatches the offensive rebound, goes right back up and in. 17 now for Williams. And a timeout, Memorial. Williams being celebrated by his teammates here. And we've got a milestone moment here at Trinity High School. The senior, Royce Williams. Now there it is, 1,000 career points. Really a special milestone for any high school basketball player. And he has been very impressive tonight, not just scoring the ball, but he's working unofficially on a triple-double. Game high 17 points. And by my count, which take it for what it is, 6 rebounds and 6 steals as well. But a special player, 1,000 points, and a classy job by Mike Connell and his staff here at Trinity to pause the game with under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Just too bad. I feel bad for Williams. This should have been in front of a packed gym with family and friends abound, but you do what you got to do during a lockdown, I suppose. Meanwhile, final 55 seconds. Jutras has handed the ball, can't lay it in. Lejeune, though, able to stay with it and draw the foul on the way back up. Took it on the wrist and will shoot 2. Foul goes against Akul, his second, and the team's first here in this third quarter. 16-point gap at 47-31. Memorial, though, they've refused to quit. They have played hard for Coach Bryson. Not quite found the shooting touch, though, as Lejeune misses a free throw. He's now 1 of 3 at the line. Meanwhile, subs made by Coach Bryson. Both Fisher and Beelan will take a seat. Both look frustrated. 1 for 2 trip. Lejeune doubles his point total. Trinity quickly the other way. Rosenthal. The trailer is Meeker. The three is on the way. It's in and out. Williams, another rebound. Back up. No. The tip, yes. 19 points and 8 rebounds now for the senior, who has put on a show. 17 the lead. Trinity's biggest tonight. Final 25 seconds. Rumraj falls down in the corner. Had it taken away by Bike. Throws it up for Williams. Got an open path and an easy layup. 19 now the gap, and Memorial in real trouble here. Final 10 seconds, third quarter. Rumraj setting up for the last shot for the Crusaders. Ansik behind the back, and he draws a foul. Went behind the back to his left, and his right leg collided with Williams, who picks up his third foul. Not a bad foul for Trinity, though, time-wise. It leaves Memorial with just 1.7 seconds to go. Williams is going to get a quick rest here. Final 1.7. Over the top, pass for Rumraj, broke it up, recovers, fires a desperation three that won't do it. 51-32, a statement quarter by the home team. Pioneers seeking their 4th win in a row. Royce Williams, the newest 1,000-point scorer for Trinity. Still a quarter left to go here in Manchester. Crusaders have to try to pull something, a rabbit out of a hat, perhaps down 19 to begin the frame. Right back to Manchester in a moment. You're watching the Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Our broadcast today, as it usually is brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. So call Steve at 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com. Start of the fourth quarter here in Manchester. Trinity blowing this game open here, 51-32, looking for their second win over Memorial this season. And a special night tonight, 1,000 points for Royce Williams. The senior hits the milestone. Got some friends and family in the crowd, but, well, a special player for sure. Meanwhile, Stultz, quick shot down low, a little contact there, but no whistle. Miss scooped up by Rumraj, and then taken away, it's Meeker on the steal. Meeker to the cup. Right-hand layup is good from the left side. Meeker been hustling. He's got 5 now. Senior has been a defensive presence tonight. Trinity in that man-to-man, they forced a lot of Memorial turnovers, but here, a layup is missed by Jutras. Good backdoor feed by Beelan. It's been one of those nights here for the Memorial Junior. Meanwhile, Stoltz goes by Jutras and lays it in with the right hand. Stoltz with 8. He's looked good. The lead continues to add up for Trinity, 55-32 now. Pioneers on the verge of their 9th win. Chance to go 9-2. Meanwhile, Ansik on the back door for Jutras. Pulled back out for Beelan. Swung for Rumraj. 3 on the corner is too strong. Weak side rebound to Rosenthal. Pioneers have attacked in transition. They've been patient, however, against the zone. Memorial going to switch to a man here, but no matter what the defensive look from Coach Bryson, it's been precision basketball by Coach Pike's squad. They're going to work it around here. Again, no shot clock, as you know, in the NHIAA. So the Pioneers free to take their time here and really run some clock down here. Already nearly 2 minutes in, fourth quarter. Deep three. Short by Meeker. Good box out by Ansick. Either way, Coach Bike will take it. They chew up nearly a minute of clock on that possession. The lead stays big at 23. Jutras weak side. Ansick, right-hand three look. No good from the wing. Rebound Stoltz up the floor. Herman to the rim. Gets the layup. And then a quick timeout is called from the sideline as Trinity was ready there with that timeout. Well, Memorial looked good here early on. They were carried in the first half by junior guard Johnny Rumraj, who had 11, who was 13 before halftime. And they were within striking distance, just a two-possession difference early in the third quarter, but seen a number of big Pioneer runs, two different runs of 10 points. Tonight, at one point, a 13-2 run, a 27-7 run. So when this group gets hot, they can get up and down the floor very quickly. And we've seen that tonight. Royce Williams, as I mentioned, 21 points, including career point number 1,000, honored towards the end of that third quarter. We have not seen him so far in this fourth quarter. Just a terror on defense, putting in work on the glass. Scoring the basketball with ease tonight as well. Meanwhile, Stoltz, he's played well, the senior. Able to take away the entry pass with the left hand, and now Trinity again ready to chew some clock here. They lead by 25, 57-32. Backdoor, Bike inside out. Stoltz into the lane, traveled first. Coach Bike going to go deep down the pine here and bring on Christian Espaillat for the first time, replacing Rosenthal, whose night is likely done. Also, Ansick going to check out for Memorial as the sophomore Abdali Ramani checks back in. He played well in that first half. Played well Friday night, too. I like this youngster's future. In the middle for Memorial. Three-pointer, Beelan. Short. Stoltz able to crash, and here comes Trinity. Bike the other way. Up the air. Meeker tried the alley-oop. Finish, couldn't pull it in. Espaillat, though, Johnny on the spot for the offensive rebound. Pioneers pull it back out as we head towards the midway point of this fourth quarter. Cruise control now for the home team. Stoltz for three. In and out, no. Offensive rebound ripped away by Herman. Good effort there, and a crowd of red. Sea of red jerseys there. Somehow Herman timed that jump perfectly. Bike. And lost it. Had it caught up between the legs on his way to the hole. Rare Trinity turnover. Just 6 by my count in the game. Midway through fourth quarter. This one one-sided at this point. Although not for lack of trying, Memorial has left it on the floor. This one knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Pioneers. More subs. As it looks like Ryan Stoltz's night is done. Senior going to finish up with 8 points, a handful of rebounds as well. Good defensive play. Good step, good finish. That's Amadero, his second field goal. The Memorial guard now with 4. Meeker thought about it, thought better of it. Because again, right now, the objective is to swallow up some clock. As usual, Mr. Greenwich, a relic in the referee circles here. Patting me on the back for tracking down the loose ball, no problem. It's what you do when you broadcast live on a stage. You got to track down some of the errant shots that end up here. Not easy. Memorial trying to cut into the gap here as we head towards 3 minutes. Ramadi again working hard near the rim. 10 points now, all 5 of his field goals right at the iron. Meanwhile, a steal. Amadero took it away from Bike, spins away from Meeker. Left it short. Offensive rebound, though, tracked down by Brunette. Inside out, Lejour. Well, you got 3 different subs on the floor right now for Memorial, trying to impress perhaps Coach Bryson, including Warar Okul, who has just come on. Meanwhile, I think we've got a wet spot here. Play stopped with 2:39 to go. Yeah, they're going to wipe that up right in front of the Trinity bench. That'll allow Coach Bryson to pull some guys off the floor, including 2 starters, Amadero and Ramadi, likely done tonight. Brunette also checks out. So we get a look at Raymond Aline, the sophomore guard for Memorial, onto the floor for the first time, member of the football team, and I believe son of Ray Aline Sr., who was an old teammate of mine back in the 90s, if you can believe that. 57-36. Coming up on 2 minutes to go. This one has been all Trinity most of the way tonight. They led by 7 at the half before really blowing it open in this second half. Drive too strong. Follow up left short. Rebound ripped in by Nathan Davis. Sophomore forward who's come on for the first time for Coach Bryson, and then another Memorial turnover on the other end. Give it back to Trinity, and that's going to be the end of Tyler Bike's night. The freshman scored 14 for the Pioneers. Went hard on defense. Handled the ball a lot tonight, very unselfish. And while foul here on a lean, they get him with the reach. Meanwhile, more subs. Trinity comes with the freshman, Jack Rosenthal, who replaces Lewis Rosenthal, the senior. Also out of the game, Nathan Meeker. So all the starters now on the sidelines for Trinity here with 1:35 to go. And still a 21-point difference. Tiptoeing the line, Espelat, good lefty baseline runner, wouldn't go though. Rebound, here's Cameron Brown, another sophomore guard for Memorial. Lejour for Aline. Minute 10 to go. Down the lane, Brown wild off the glass. Rebound for Trinity's Alex Bolkegian. Into the lane, Rosenthal, he gets that one, and the gym goes bananas. Jack Rosenthal, the smallest kid on the floor, got it to go over some of the big tall trees for Memorial. Meanwhile, Aline trying to shake and bake down to 40 seconds. Lejour on the wing. Pulled out for Davis. And you can hear the Pioneer faithful, those allowed in the gym at least, clapping their hands. Job well done tonight. Win number 9 in the season. And then a foul at midcourt is going to damper the spirit here with 25 seconds to go. Coming up after the game, a look around the league. A few other games tonight. On a Monday night, we've got one Seacoast game that has gone final. There's a cross-divisional matchup to keep an eye on, as well as some of the lower divisions. So we'll get a full scoreboard coming up in just a few moments. Final 15 seconds here in Manchester. And another foul is going to be called on the wing. Not a whole lot of whistles tonight, just a 5th team foul. Down to 13 seconds. Memorial trying to end things on a high note. Aline can't get it to go. Pushed up. Quick look. That one too strong for Rosenthal, and that'll do it. Impressive. The Pioneers get it done. Their fourth win in a row. 59-36 is the final score. As the Pioneers, led by senior Royce Williams again tonight, as Williams hit the 1,000-point milestone towards the end of that third quarter. Finished up with 21 points, didn't play at all in the fourth. 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 steals. It's a tremendous all-around effort by the senior guard. Had help from his backcourt mate, freshman Tyler Bike, who ended up with 14 points of his own. Senior Ryan Stultz chipped in with 8. And the bench was effective. The role players were effective tonight. Just a total team effort by the Pioneers, who got off to a slow start. They trailed by as many as 8 right off the bat. But once we passed really the 4-minute mark of that first quarter, there was no looking back for the home team as they get it done in impressive fashion. In defeat, Johnny Rumraj, for the second time this season, scores 13 points in a loss to Trinity. Is 13 a team high. Abdallah Ramadi, the sophomore big, ends up with 10 points as well. I promised you some other scores, and we've got a barn burner with about 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. That cross-divisional matchup that I teased a moment ago. That's Timberlane and Oyster River. The Owls right now starting to separate themselves with a 9-point lead, 39-30 over the Bobcats of Oyster River. That game still, though, plenty of time. About 6 minutes to go. Got to check in on my boys at D2, the Manchester West Blue Knights, formerly of D1, of course. They lead Campbell 13-10 through the end of one. Earlier tonight in D1, Portsmouth, another win, as the Clippers top Spalding 48-43. Good effort by the Red Raiders in defeat. Sanborn, they beat Pelham 74-58, and Bishop Brady had a slim lead over Bow at last look. That was just a 1-point difference at 42-41 to begin the fourth. One last look at Royce Williams, 1,000 points, doing it in front of friends and family. Limited capacity here tonight, but nonetheless, the celebration is on for the newest member of the Trinity Pioneer 1,000-point club. I want to thank Mike Connell and his staff here at Trinity for working with us. This game was originally supposed to be played back on February the 9th, but due to weather concerns, it was moved to tonight. So we thank Mike for hanging with us and putting us here on the stage. A unique view tonight, baseline broadcast for you on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. Which, of course, Game of the Week was brought to you by Beals Insurance, locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Call Steve at 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com. Want to thank our videographer, John Barron, working hard here, getting all the equipment up, getting that high-def flow going for you. And, of course, our producer back in the Beals Insurance Studios, Ben Beals, doing a great job for our executive producer, Steve Beals, down in the sunny state of Florida. My name is Nick Anastas, saying so long. Final score, final time, Trinity 59, Memorial 36.